Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup that I bought last Black Friday in 2021. I know everybody has been busy getting everything that they want during Cyber Week. I am so glad to see that the sales started early this week. Usually they don't get going until like maybe Thanksgiving Day or the day of Black Friday, but I was really happy to see that a lot of retailers, they went ahead and they started releasing their sales super early so that we could all have a chance to participate if we had plans to shop during the sale. I have done my fair share of shopping. I will do a Black Friday or Cyber Week haul video just as soon as everything comes in. But yeah, I'm done. I'm done shopping for gifts. I'm done shopping for myself. The only thing left to shop for is makeup for this channel. But I wanted to take a stroll down memory lane and revisit some of the Black Friday items I bought last year. See how they've been holding up in my stash, whether I've been loving them or maybe I used them up already and I've already repurchased new ones. That is definitely a possibility. If it is your first time here on my channel, I want to say hello and welcome to all of you. My name is Steff and this is what I love to do. Love trying out new makeup. You're always going to see the latest and greatest in makeup reviews here on my channel. I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes. I do makeup ranking videos. We just talk about makeup and we have a good time while talking about the makeup. If that sounds like somewhere you want to be and something you want to see on pretty much a daily basis, I do tend to upload quite a bit. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan of Get Ready With Me style of videos, give this video a thumbs up before you go. As usual, I will have everything that I'm using, as long as it's still available, linked and listed in the description box. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Come take a stroll down memory lane with me, guys. While I'm getting ready, you guys look through your stash, see what you still have from last year's Black Friday haul, and see where it's at in your stash. Have you been using it? Have you not been using it? Maybe you found some holy grails. If you guys want to see my 2021 Black Friday haul in action, keep on watching. All right, let's start by me taking off these earrings. This is actually something I bought during Black Friday. I picked them up on Amazon. They're not real gold. I think they were like 12 bucks, but I have them in rose gold. And I really did enjoy them, so much so that I think I'm gonna be picking up a gunmetal, a black pair. Really nice, really lightweight. Okay, so one of the primers that I picked up last year during Black Friday, and when I say Black Friday, I'm kind of giving myself like mid-November to Christmas Eve type of a time frame. Okay, so one of the things I picked up from Ulta was the new one from NYX. This is the Plump Right Back primer. It does have electrolytes. I've made a little bit of a dent in it, but you know, as it usually is here in my stash, I have so much makeup to try out that unfortunately it goes bad before I get a chance to finish it up. So that's why if I can get myself mini sizes of makeup, especially when it's brand new makeup that I'm testing out for you guys, like I'll always go that route, just so that it has a chance to be used, you know, like I'm not wasting any product. But this has been a really nice primer. I still use it and it has a bit of a tack to it to where it's really going to help grip the makeup. I would let this sit on your skin for just a few seconds before you go in with foundation. Now, last year around this time, I did a full face of Maybelline, and then I also did a full face of a Revlon, which I still have and love a lot of the products that I picked up from both brands. I'm going to go in with the Revlon foundation I bought probably around, I think it was in December of last year, and this is their Color Stay, but this is the one for normal dry skin, and it's in the shade 130. Now, I don't know fully what's going on with Revlon. Unfortunately, they did file for bankruptcy. I think it was in the middle of this year. I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush. So I don't know if, you know, they're going to keep going. They're just kind of reorganizing themselves. But Revlon's been around for long time, and I was shocked to hear that it was them. Like, I there were other brands at the drugstore. There are other brands at the drugstore that, yeah, I could totally see that happening. And it's kind of like maybe some of us are just waiting for those brands. I'm not going to mention them. I think you know which ones they are. But Revlon was a bit of a shock to me. So, yeah, unfortunately, that seems to be happening. We have seen our fair share of beauty brands call it quits or just alert us to the fact that, hey, we're not doing that great and they need to kind of just reorganize themselves, restructure, downsize, whatever they need to do. But, you know, for the sake of the employees and their beloved customers, I hope that Revlon is able to pull through. Now, from that Maybelline haul I did last Black Friday, and I actually just used this on my channel the other day, is the concealer, the Superstay Activewear Concealer. I bought two shades. I bought shade 1, and then the one I'm going to use is shade 11. Shade 1 is like really super light, and I didn't think it was going to be that light, but yeah, it is. So I mainly just use that kind of like as an under eye brightener. This shade 11 is definitely one that I reach for more, and it's been a really good concealer in my stash, a nice addition from the drugstore. Then I'm gonna start blending that out with my BK A506, which the BK Beauty Black Friday sale is still in effect on their website. You can get this brush and all the other ones you see me using. I believe the discount is 20 to 35% off, so I don't know if like which products are which, but yeah, you can definitely head over. There's a link in my description box, and if you want to shop the site, I would definitely pick up an A506 concealer brush. It has just been so great and so easy to apply concealer. It just airbrushes it on. Now, before I go in with any setting powder, I'm going to go in with bronzer because I picked up some cream bronzer, and I know this was in December of last year, and I got the ones from Rare Beauty. I feel like I had 4 of them. One of them might be like in my other makeup bag, but these are the 3 shades that were on my shelf. The shades I got, and I have a full video on a lot of this makeup, guys, already. So I got Power Boost. That's one of the lighter ones. This could be maybe the lightest shade that I have. And then I picked up Happy Soul. And then I got, what's this other one? Always Sunny. So this is the darker one. I think I'm going to use these lighter too. So I'm going to go in first with Happy Soul. We'll do this up here on the forehead. And I'm going to do some on my nose. That's why I'm like, well, I'll just wait for powder. I'm using my Smashbox Cream Cheek Brush to blend. I know these were sold out. Like, as soon as they were released, they immediately sold out. And then they had been sold out for a good portion of 2022. Let me know if you've tried them before. And if you have, where are they in your stash? Is it something that you reach for? Did they kind of just, kind of forgot about them? Or maybe they're your holy grail bronzers. I like that it's a stick formula. I mean, it's super easy to travel with. And this is really a very easy product to blend out. I prefer to just use my little Smashbox brush. This is a brush that is a holy grail for me. It blends out a lot of cream products that I have just so well. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I got a big forehead. It can take a lot of bronzer. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Power Boost right here on the sides of my cheeks, and I'll probably use this on my nose as well. Weather update here in South Texas, because I know I've been talking about this a lot in my videos. The sun finally came out. It is on track to be a beautiful day in the 80s. Just how we like it. Yesterday was also a beautiful day, sunny in the 70s. Today it's gonna, actually this week it's gonna warm up really nicely. I mean, not too bad, just in the 80s, really pretty weather, but that'll be short-lived because I think we're getting something else coming in on Thursday. So just in time to ruin the weekend, you know? How many of you had a white Thanksgiving. Snow on the ground. Maybe you were snowed in. Was anybody snowed in? I just can't believe how my entire Thanksgiving break pretty much spent indoors because the weather was just miserable. Like, it's just that ugly, miserable weather where you just don't want to leave the house. You don't want to do anything. Just DoorDash me all my food and leave me be. I'm gonna add a little bit of bronzer right here to my nose. And this is the shade Power Boost. I always like to add a little right down there. Okay, so I think the bronzer looks nice. I'll be honest, I don't reach for these as much as I thought I was going to. I mean, I do like them. I like the formula a lot, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if I think I just reach for powder bronzers more, although I really love working with cream bronzers and just cream products in general. You know, I think if I didn't have such a big makeup stash, I would definitely use these more often than I do because it really is a nice product. So now I'm going to go in with the setting powder that I picked up last year from Revlon, and this is the Color Stay Blot Matte Setting Powder. I've been using this lately. I've been using this. It's been on rotation, and I like it. I'm just going to set my under eye area with it. As far as it, like, keeping me matte all day, I mean, it does a pretty decent job. I wouldn't say like it is the holy grail matte powder. I think a lot has to do with what's underneath it, but you know, for what it is, I think it does a pretty decent job. Now for blush, I picked up the liquid blush from Rare Beauty, and this one's in the shade Encourage. So I'm just gonna give it a good shake. I do like their blushes, and I've come to enjoy the liquid formula a lot more than the cream formula. And at first I was opposite. I really liked the cream formula over the liquid. This is my e.l.f. Putty blush brush, and I'm just taking some off on the back of my hand because I definitely think I put too much. Now for highlighter, I got this one from Huda Beauty. This is the Light Glow Obsessions palette. And I remember I got this because Angelica was raving about it and she said it was pretty good. So I got it, and yes, I've been using it throughout this year. I wouldn't say I use it all the time, but you know, I have used it. And I think I'm just gonna do a mixture of these three right here. I'm using my little Shop Miss A F19, which Shop Miss A is still having their Black Friday sale, 25% off site-wide. Stuff is already super affordable. Now it's even more affordable. Love that. I'm just going to take the Putty blush brush with no additional product. Just kind of help to blend things together. Now for setting spray, I actually picked up two. I picked up one from Revlon and one from Rare Beauty, but I picked this one from Rare Beauty to use in today's video. This is the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist. I don't use this very often. Hold on. I love the mister on it. I mean, it does what it's supposed to, but I feel like I get a little too glowy from it, like too quickly. And with me being normal to oily, I don't know. It's just, I think it looks nice. I think it makes the makeup look nice, but it's just not one that I reach for all that often. But maybe I should because I'm really liking the way my complexion looks. So from setting spray, we go to brows, and I didn't buy any new brow products. I just replaced what I had already used up, and it was the two from NYX, the micro brow pencil and the Lift and Snatch brow pen, which I'm gonna just go ahead and do that off camera real quick. If you want to see me do my brows, I just did my brows in my recent giveaway video, so you can definitely check that video out to see how I do them. But let me just pop off camera real quick, take care of the brows, and I'll be right back, and we'll start creating an eye look because I have a few eyeshadow palettes that I picked up last Black Friday to play with today. Alright guys, brows are on. I also added eyeshadow primer, the one from Too Faced. So here are 3 palettes that I picked up last year, Black Friday and or around Black Friday. Now, there was also a couple others, one of them being the ColourPop Ticket to Dreamland, which is a beautiful palette, but I don't think that's in stock. I recently saw that So Fly and Wannabe came back in stock at Ulta, so that's another reason why I pulled these out. And then this one from Nomad Cosmetics, this is the Home for the Holidays palette. This I believe you can get still on their website. I don't know if they had many quantities left or if it's still in stock, but if they have it, I think it's still on sale. This is an all shimmer palette with the exception of the matte black. Wannabe is the basic neutral palette. Performs really great though, really great. I do have videos on all 3 of these palettes. So Fly, love this. So Fly is super similar to Ticket in Dreamland, so if you missed out on Ticket to Dreamland, I would definitely pick up So Fly. And if you're looking for a neutral palette, Wannabe, and if you want like a shimmer palette or you want to try Nomad for the first time, get this one if it's still in stock. I know this one went to benefit one of the animal shelters in the Dallas, Texas area. So before I begin the eye look, I'm going to apply some lipstick. And I got this one last year from Revlon. It's their Color Stay Satin Ink. This one is in the shade Lady Topaz. I've used this a few times throughout the year, but I'll be honest, not so much. I mean, it's a nice lipstick. It's a nice shade. I bought a lot of lipsticks in 2022. Now for gloss, I also picked up the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I don't know if this is the shade that I picked up, but I know I picked up one of the shades. The shade I have here is 07 Amber. Okay, so a nice, comfortable, neutral lip. I'm sure it will go with any of the looks we're gonna create. So, I'm gonna try and incorporate all 3 palettes just because I want to, because I want to try them out. I haven't reached for these palettes though in quite some time. I think the one that I've used the most is the So Fly palette. And I think I've only used this one from Nomad like twice. No, maybe a little more than twice. So I think I'll start with Wannabe. And I'll go in with this shade first. This one is called Buzzed. I'm taking Buzzed on a BK A503. I had also picked up the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. And then, what was the other one? There was a couple others. But I'm sure you guys have seen numerous looks with Rose Quartz. I felt like maybe these other palettes were a little more under the radar, so to speak. But I remember seeing these available again on Ulta, the ColourPop So Fly and the Wannabe that I'm using right now. So, and then I also saw that Nomad had this Christmas palette from last year in stock. So definitely wanted to give these some more attention. What were some of the eyeshadow palettes that you picked up last year, and where are they now? Have you hit pan in any of them? Are you still using them? Do you still have them? Maybe you gave them away. Maybe you just got over them and maybe you returned it because it didn't work out. I mean, let me know. Now from the So Fly palette, I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This one is Depart. I'm going to take that on a Refer 14. All right, so I think we have a nice blend there. I'm going to go into the matte black though that's in the Nomad palette, and I'm going to use that on a Refer 13 just to really deepen up this look a bit. Now, these shadows in the Nomad palette, they look phenomenal on top of a black base. And if you watch that video, you'll see the swatches that I did both ways, with and without the black. But they looked really good. This matte black is so good. I mean, it really is black, and it has a lot of pigment. A little goes a very long way. Like, I barely tapped into my brush and I've been able to do all this blending with it. Now, I think we're gonna do something colorful. So let's go into the Nomad palette. And I'm looking at like the blue or the green, because also in the Soulfly palette, we have this beautiful shade. So I think what I want to do is lay this shade down as a base. And then, oh, and then we have like this really pretty like duochrome shifty shade in this palette. So I'm gonna go in with Wingtip, and I'm gonna pack that all over the lid, like the empty space. And then we'll use a couple of these shimmers in the Nomad palette. So I'm using my Morphe M167. I didn't spray it. I'm hoping I don't get too much fallout. It's such a beautiful shade. This is such a beautiful palette. The Soulfly palette. Again, if you missed out on Ticket to Dreamland, that was one of my favorite palettes of 2021. You definitely need to grab this one. Now I'm going to go in with the green. And I'm going to use my Morphe M124. I'm going to spray this one. I'm going to start right here. Love it. And I think I'll do something from the Wannabe palette on the inner corner. Now I'll go in with this one. This one is called Sweet Much for the inner corner. I'm gonna spray it. There's a little bit of fallout. Now I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this blue shade in the Nomad palette. I'm gonna spray the brush, same brush. I'm just gonna add some of that right out here. Now I'm just gonna touch up the brown. This is the shade Depart in the Soulfly palette. We definitely have a really pretty look on our hands. Why am I not using these palettes more? It's a shame. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to go back into Soulfly, and I'm going to go in with this pink shade called Colorful. I'm using a BK207. Now for that lower lash line inner corner, I'm going to go back in with Soulfly, and I'm going to use this shade up here. This one is called Flight Path. I'm using a damp Rephr 03. Okay, now for eyeliner and mascara. So I picked up these from NYX. These were part of that La Casa de Papel collection. So these are no longer available, but I'll see if I can incorporate one of these in the look. I did have one from Maybelline. It was just like a pen style liquid liner, but I know I got rid of that. I think the brush tip on it kind of just came apart, and so there was no point in me keeping it because I wasn't going to get the precision I needed. But the mascara that I bought last year during Black Friday was Maybelline Sky High in the shade Cosmic Black, and I just repurchased this a few days ago. So I'm going to do liner and mascara off camera, and then I'll be right back and I'll show you guys this completed look, full face of makeup that I bought last Black Friday. Okay guys, so here is the completed look. I love the way this look turned out. I loved revisiting these products that I bought last year. Hopefully this video will help you make some smart buying decisions and kind of eliminate FOMO, because I have been guilty of FOMO this Black Friday, and while I haven't so much bought a lot of makeup just because I do that generally for this channel, I've bought more like clothes and jewelry and just different gadgets and stuff for the house, and I'm guilty. I'm guilty of FOMO this season, but hopefully it didn't get the best of you, and hopefully this video will remind you to revisit some of the products that you bought last year. Remember to use your products. Don't save anything, guys, for special occasions. Every day that we're alive, every day that we wake up is a special occasion. You don't want those makeup products to go bad on you. The skincare products, use them. You paid good money for them. Use them every day and just, you know, have fun with the makeup. At the end of the day, makeup is here to make us smile, and everything that I use today definitely keeps a smile on my face. Let me know what you thought of today's video. What are some of your Black Friday makeup purchases from last year that you are still using today? Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.